Before this video starts, I just want to say that I noticed a lot of you guys watching the channel are not subscribed. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, turn the bell notification icon on. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I'll be posting a lot more content on there. So if you don't want to miss out on any of it, you know what to do. With that being said, let's get back to this video. What's going on? Welcome back to the vlog. Before you start asking a lot of questions, welcome back to the channel. There's a lot of stuff I need to talk about. There's a lot of stuff we got to catch up on. A lot of personal updates, a lot of shit happened, you know. But today is one crazy beautiful day. It is so sunny outside. It is so warm. It's like 30 degrees right now. It is crazy hot. Behind me, you'll notice something different. Something has changed. I want to talk about it in this video. We're going to talk about everything, so let's jump right into it. All right, so here it is, guys. The new whip. You're looking at a BMW 330. This is a 2019 model, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to show you guys as much as possible, but Quince, you're probably wondering, okay, so what happened? Last year, this time around in the summer, I had a Mercedes. It was an older one. It was an AMG, and I was driving it last summer. I know the mic is in my face, but like, I'm gonna put it off here. Last summer, I was driving a Mercedes, and I kind of really liked that car. It was an older one, but well, we have to talk about that. There's a reason why I have a new car. There's a reason why I had to change. And unfortunately, well, let's talk about it. All right, guys, I'm going to put you guys down for a second. Yeah, so the Mercedes, the good old Mercedes. So let me just give you a little bit of a backstory. So at the time of recording this right now, it is currently August 1st. It's been a little while. I've had this car for just roughly like a week now. But before I get into this car, I need to tell you guys what happened with the Mercedes. I don't want to go on for forever, but essentially what happened is that unfortunately I got into a crash. I got into an accident. Thankfully, I'm okay. So nothing happened to me. I'm okay. You know, it could have been so much worse. And I'll give you guys the details in a minute, and I'll tell you guys how it could have been worse. But it just sucks, man, because like I had that car for a very short period of time. It was only like just about a year. It had just crossed the 1 year mark. So I didn't really get the time to beat up the car or to drive it as much. Although I did have some good fun, and I had fun in the winter as well. So it wasn't too bad. But, you know, sometimes things happen in life and you can't really control them. So, you know, I was really gutted at first. I remember when it first happened, just like a month ago, I still remember the feeling. I was just like so annoyed, so pissed off. And it felt crazy, but it is what it is. Now we're on to something new. I got a new car. This one is great. I'm going to talk about it. But before I do that, let me give you a little bit of backstory on how I actually got into a crash without making the story too long. Basically, I was at an intersection. I was about to turn left. The only thing is here that what's really important for you guys to know in the story is that when I was going to turn left, I had no technical priority. I just had to wait until there was enough time for me to turn left. So what happened is that there was cars coming from the front, and then there was cars in front of me, and from each way you have to wait, right? So whenever you can turn left, you can. I stopped, I waited, the traffic slowed all the cars down. There was a red light and another red light, so all the cars in between stopped. Now with that said, I had anticipated that I had enough time to turn, but I think that I may have miscalculated something, because in the process of me starting to turn left, which I started turning really, really slow, what happened is that there was a car that cut off from the traffic and just intercepted me, and then they just rammed into my car. And I'll have some pictures on screen so you guys can see what the Mercedes looks like. It looks a lot worse than it was. Even the door, no. Oh. A crash is a crash, and it is what it is. Obviously, the insurance declared it a total loss. It was still an older car, so it wasn't necessarily like a brand new car, because then the situation might have been relatively different. I lost the car. It sucks. The Mercedes is now gone. I've made my farewell, but it is what it is. Now, on the bright side, we have a newer car. This is a 2019 actually, BMW 330. And with that said, let's get into it. So here she is, guys. This is the BMW 330i. All-wheel drive, 2019. Now I know this isn't exactly a new car. It still has the newer design, and it looks really good in my opinion. I think this is one of the best looking cars on the market right now. On the outside, as you guys can see, it has a really nice like glossy black finish. I'm gonna get in closer so you guys can see. It has this really nice glossy black finish that I'm a really big fan of. I think it's really nice. just overall complements the car really well. So while we are in front here, we're also going to take a look at the new headlights from BMW. These are really clean, very nice, has that really nice aggressive look. The front grille is black and it has a silver out trim, which I kind of like. It's nice, it's simple, but this is, again, everything is stock. It's straight from the dealer. I'm gonna have a few customizations on the car. We're gonna make it a lot more personalized. It's gonna be a lot more like me, but for the moment, this is what I'm working with. In the front here, you'll notice it has a sporty front, so it has the M package on the car, and it has the sportier front bumper, which looks really nice, and I really like it. But what's going to change about this is that I'm probably going to get a body kit, and we're probably going to get a lip down here, so that's going to cover all the right in the front. This is going to make it look a lot nicer, a lot more aggressive. I'm still waiting on that, not entirely sure when I'm going to get that done. This grille is also subject to change. I'm probably just going to get an all black one, since this is the only piece of silver, or rather chrome, accessory on the car, and I'm planning to change that. Now you'll notice here in the front there's a BMW logo. I'm planning to change these out and get the anniversary badges, so it's going to look a little bit nicer. It's going to be a little bit more personalized. And for the front, that's about it. There's not that many modifications that I want to do. Now moving on here to the side, you'll see we have the M style rims. These are really clean, very nice, probably some of my favorite from BMW at the moment. Now the car is a little bit, you know, dirty. It's not exactly super clean. I mean, I drove it a little bit. I drove it to get here. I might also change those badges for some anniversary badges at some time and point, but it's not urgent. Just the overall look at this car for a sedan, I think it's one of the best looking ones on the market right now. Always had kind of like a love-hate relationship with BMW. I always loved the outer look of the car, so I always loved how it looked on the outside. I always thought it was like super nice. It had that good mix between sporty and just like a regular car, but I never really was a fan of the interior. To me, it just felt like it was outdated. Just wasn't exactly a fan. Thankfully enough, something happened over at the BMW headquarters, and they just revamped the whole thing. This car, to be honest, like the new facelift and everything. We'll get inside and I'll show you the interior in a minute, but I don't know, they just hit the nail on the head, man. I'm so happy. I love this car. Now for those of you who are curious, these are the keys. This is what the key looks like. This is obviously the key that you get with the M Sport package, so it's nice. It's out of this nice metal finish. It's chrome. It has the M Sport package finishing here. Looks nice, and it came with this. This is obviously the little thing. The dealer gives this to you, but it's not that important. It does have basically a full package. It has all the fancy features, so keyless entry, folding mirrors and all that stuff. So when you open the door and get inside, this is what you're greeted with. I gotta be honest and admit that this beige interior is so nice. Initially, when I looked at this car and I was considering buying a new car, because obviously I lost the Mercedes, so in the process I had to start looking for a different car. I was looking at this and I don't know, I really like this car. I think it's just so nice, and I'll get into the details and a bit of other reasons on why I think it's probably one of the best bang for your bucks at the moment on the market. But I was looking at an initial design, an initial build of this one with a cognac interior, so not this cream color, but it had a cognac interior. But I gotta say that ultimately I love this beige one. It looks really nice. Hopefully you guys can see it well on camera here. I'm gonna try and show you as much as possible, but it is one hell of a nice finish. It's got really nice like sport bucket seats. It's not the M Sport bucket seats, but it looks great for the most part. Now if you pay close attention, you'll notice it has the sport style steering wheel. This is the M package, so not only does it have physical elements of the M package on the exterior, but also inside, so you get this nice thick sporty steering wheel that I really love, and just overall looks better. I've never been a fan. See, again, this is a point in time where I'm making a point. I never liked BMW's regular steering wheels. I just thought they look so ugly. It just genuinely looks so ugly, but they're M. And then the second you look at the M style cars or the M Sport packages, the steering wheel just looks beautiful, like so nice. And this is one of those examples. This one looks great. You have obviously a digital dash here, which is really nice. You can't really see it on camera because of my ND filter, but overall that's that. You got your basic functions, and inside here this is the infotainment system. Now because of my ND filter, you probably guys can't see it, but it comes with all the fancy stuff. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and all of that is wireless. Got this allows you to control everything in the car. Inside of here I got all my necessities, you know. Gotta keep that gum because you never know when you're gonna meet some businessman and he's gonna offer you a $20,000 contract. So you gotta smell fresh, you gotta have a nice breath because you gotta keep that on you. But yeah, in terms of customization, for the most part, there aren't that many things that I want to add to the car. I do, like I said, I want to tint the windows, so I need to tint the windows here in the back. So this one, and this big one right here. And then I'm probably going to do a tint on the front, but not too much. It's only going to be ever so slightly tinted in the front, probably like at 35%, and then in the back we're going to do 15%, so it's going to be like a limo style. Not going to get any mirror caps. Not a big fan of that. I like the simple, clean look to it. Like I said, we're probably going to get a body kit, so we're going to get a nice front lip in the front. Going to change that grill. We're going to get a fully black one instead. Probably going to get some side skirts here along the car, and in the back we're most likely going to be getting a really nice sport diffuser with nice exhaust. Still debating on the ducktail, not entirely sure yet, but for the moment this is what we're rocking with. Now, also one thing I really love about BMW's newer designs is their whole ambient lighting package. Unfortunately, that's like basically the only thing I'm missing on this car inside is an ambient lighting package. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get someone to install some ambient lights in the front and just overall on the doors, the front dash and the back doors. It's gonna look really, really clean. I can't wait to start modifying the car. It's gonna look so nice. And I just really love the car overall. So stay tuned. I'm gonna show you guys all the process and all the progress. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. It's been a little while since I've been wanting to do this, but I'm doing a Q&A today. I'm going to be answering some of the questions you guys have asked. I want to say it's been around 2 weeks since I did a post on basically all of the social media. So I did TikTok, I did Instagram, I did YouTube Shorts and all of that jazz. And I asked you guys to ask me questions for a Q&A. I'll try to answer as many of them as possible today in the Q&A. The reason I'm doing this is just because I want to celebrate properly the 10K on the channel. It's been quite the journey. I've been doing videos for a pretty long time. Not so long on this channel specifically, but just my overall YouTube journey has been going on for quite a hot minute. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for 10K subscribers. It's just surreal. I mean, I don't know, I still don't know how to feel about it. It's crazy. It's all thanks to you guys showing support and love on every single video. So thank you so much for that. With that said, let's get into this Q&A. Okay, so I got them here on my phone. I'm gonna be showing you on screen what question I'm answering, just so you guys can see where I'm at. First question is from Bon Gostria 23. He asks, do you have Arabic genes? That's an interesting question. I get that asked pretty often, not just on social media, but I'd say more or so in real life. So whenever I'm meeting people, whenever I'll be in a social gathering, a lot of people would, you know, they would assume or they would ask me if I have Arabic genes. I don't exactly know why. I mean, I maybe because of my facial hair, maybe because of the darker hair. I would guess maybe that's why, but no, I don't have any Arabic genes. I'm actually European. Both of my parents are from Romania, so that's that. Next question is from Clearly It's a Finsta. Okay, that I got pretty well. And this person actually has two questions. So question number one, what gives you purpose, and would younger you be proud of you today? That's a pretty good question. Those are two good questions actually. I'm gonna answer the last one first. Would younger you be proud of you today? I think for the most part I would. I definitely know that 13-year-old, 14-year-old me would definitely be proud of this moment right here. Just surpassing 10,000 subscribers and still steadily growing. I do it because I love it, and if it wasn't for this, then I would have stopped a long time ago. I started when I was really young, and I had so many different kind of videos on the channel, and I've had so many different phases, and I have evolved in a lot of different ways and a lot of weird ways as well. But overall, this is my lane. I really like what I do now, and I'm super proud of that. And what gives me purpose? I think what gives me purpose is just my overall dedication and my passion for the videos that I do. I really enjoy making videos. I love sitting down behind the computer or like at the desk and just crafting something. You know, I like going outside or just sitting down in front of the camera and record and just really get just something, create something out of practically nothing. You know, you just have a camera and it's just up to you. You do whatever you want. the freedom is yours. And obviously in the last few months, it's just been it's just really rewarding to see that I'm creating content and people are enjoying it. I know I don't necessarily do it for the views or for the money or all that stuff. I really do it because it's so rewarding posting stuff online and having people enjoy it or giving you feedback that they've liked the video. And that also is another new factor, I'd say. It wasn't so much back in the day because I didn't really have anyone watching the videos, but now that the channel's growing, that's also one thing that I would say up there. It gives me a lot more purpose knowing that people enjoy the content, and it just ties in together. All right, so the next question here from Alec is, can we kiss? Probably not. I don't know, I probably have to say no. Next question here from Probin. He asks, why did you start? Good question. Why did I start? I don't know exactly how I would answer that, just because the overall journey I've had in creating videos started a long time ago. It started when I was around 13, 14 years old, which is probably just like exactly a decade ago. I just started a long time ago. I started making videos when I was like 13. I really liked gaming at the time. It was what was really popular. Everyone was kind of doing gaming, and I did that for a long time, and then my channel never grew. I never got views. It never went anywhere. Why did I start? To answer the question, it's just because I really enjoy creating stuff. I always have been kind of an artist. As a kid, I would draw all the time. I would paint. Anything I could create, I would love to do so. And the reason why I still make videos today is just because the options are limitless. You know, the sky's the limit, basically. I can create videos. I can improve on creating videos indefinitely. Every video can be better than the last one. And that really motivates me. That's also what kind of ties in with what gives me purpose, is that the sky's the limit. I could just do videos over and over and a new video and always work on a new one, and there's always something I can improve, and that just really motivates me. It's just something that I really like, always having something to look forward to. So that's probably why I started. All right, so moving onwards, Jorginho asks, when you upgrading my setup with good cable management? Congrats, my guy. Well, first of all, thank you for the message. And when am I upgrading your setup with good cable management? Anytime, man. Just hit my line, let me know. I'll come through and I'll help you out with good cable management. My cable management isn't the best. It's sometimes questionable. It's just because I'm a little lazy, and because my setup right now doesn't need to be super pretty. It just needs to be functional, and that's what it is. When I'm online and I look at other people's videos and they have these super perfect, clean desk setups, it's nice to watch, but I could never maintain a super perfect, flawless desk. I just use my stuff. You know, I have camera gear, I have stuff, I have papers, I just have a lot of stuff. It is what it is. But yes, let me know. We'll make it happen. I'll come through and I'll help you out with cable management. I got you. All right, so the next question here is from Mr. NV, which is Mr. Nav. Now that you have hit more than 10K, how do you feel about it? Like, when you started this journey, you probably had an idea and now it's reality. How are you feeling? Also, congrats, bro. So thank you again. Thank you for the message. And how do I feel hitting 10K? It's just a little weird. I never really anticipated, I never had any expectations getting back into YouTube. The goal was always just to make videos and just to get back on the platform, because I really, really missed it. There was a time and point in my life, I'd say in 2021, 2022, where I really just stopped. I wasn't doing anything creatively, wasn't making any videos, I wasn't doing any type of art, I wasn't taking pictures, I was doing nothing. It was just a really dark time in my life, and I realized that getting back into this new era and just getting back into tech videos and starting something fresh, it really, really revived me in so many ways. And all that really means is that I'm just super motivated and excited to work on more videos and just give you guys more. I'm also really excited to just indulge into some other stuff. So more lifestyle videos, more vlogs, because I really enjoy those, and I think you guys really enjoy them as well. So stick around, a lot of good stuff on the channel is on the way. All right, so moving right along, Smek03 asks, will you be reviewing the Apple Vision Pro? I would have said yes, and I would like to review it. However, just the overall buzz of the Apple Vision Pro is just died down a lot. It released a few months ago in the States, and now we finally got it in here in Canada, because if you guys don't know, I live near the Montreal area, so I'm in Canada. It's just, and overall, when the Apple Vision Pro came out, it's just something that I wasn't exactly excited about. These kind of VR headsets, it's not really my thing. I'm just not a big fan of them, so I probably won't be reviewing the Apple Vision Pro. I might review the next version of it, because for sure this one is just the introduction. It's the first version. They're gonna have a bunch of follow-ups in the future. So maybe when they refine the formula, I think if they make it smaller, if they make it a lot more just natural, even though it's very hard to make that thing natural because it just looks like a futuristic headset, but if they make it a little smaller and they make it a little bit better, I'd probably review it. But that would be the only way I would do it. All right, so we have another question here from Ashwin. It's a little bit similar to earlier. What made you want to do YouTube from gaming stuff to now tech? So yes, all the way back. He's probably been watching the channel for a long time, so thank you for that. But quickly, what made me switch to tech? I just love tech. It's just that simple. I love tech. It's nice. I use it all the time, and it's just something that I just genuinely passionate about. Any piece of tech I find something good about. I like using them, whether it's a smartphone, laptops, or anything. Just love it. I'm a techie, I'm a nerd. It might not look like it, but that's just how it is, and I love making videos. So making videos and tech is just a perfect mix for me. It's just like that perfect dish, you know. We have another question here from Leah. She asks, how do you manage work, school, and your YouTube channel, etc.? It's a good question. I actually don't. I don't really manage. I need to work on my management time and skills. It's not that easy to just juggle everything. When I started doing YouTube a little more consistently, it just started working out, more sponsors, more videos, more time to work on it. So it just all worked out. I still have a remote job, and that's very easy. It's super flexible. You know, just during the week, it'll be like a regular 8 to 4, like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I just get my work done. So now it's a lot easier to manage, but there was times where I really struggled. I was like overflooded in my schedule. I would delay videos. It wasn't exactly always easy, but now it's definitely getting a lot easier, and it's all about dedication and discipline. Just put yourself goals, say, I'm gonna do this today, I'm gonna get this video done, and it'll happen. You'll just get it done somehow. I know how I do it. I'll just be like, I have to get this video done by today or tomorrow, and it happens because I just somehow have to do it. So if you have that kind of mindset, you should be able to manage basically anything. So we have a question here from Victoria. She asks, what would you say is your biggest challenge as a content creator? I would say my biggest challenge as a content creator is definitely, I mean, it's kind of like an ongoing fight. I would say it's maybe consistency, just because it's not always easy to always have good ideas. I know personally for me, is if I'll make a video that's really good, I have the feeling or I have the impression or the need that the next video has to be better than the last one. And it's always like that. I feel like, you know, sometimes if you have a standard on the channel, it's good, but I always feel like because I don't upload so often and like I don't have a specific formula for my videos, I always feel like every project is independent and the next one has to be better than the last one. And sometimes that puts pressure on me, or it just puts pressure on the content in itself, and that can allow me to procrastinate or to delay content. I'll start shooting something or start making a video, and then I realize that I'm like, oh, it's not as good as the last one. It needs to be better. It needs more editing. And so I'm very like strict with my work. And then sometimes that just ends up, because I'm strict with the work, I just don't advance and I don't make anything. And that ends up being like, instead of uploading every week, I slack off for 2 weeks because mentally I'm like, oh, the video is not good enough. So that's one of my challenges that I have. And another stuff is just always trying to be happy with the content. You know, like I love the videos that I make, but sometimes I watch them and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so cringe. Or I'll just think to myself, this was a bad video. And I guess there's something to learn, but again, it's on the bright side. I always have the opportunity to make every video better. So that motivates me. I try to make every video as good as possible, and then moving onward, I try to always improve. But that's one of the challenges I have, just being happy and try to just get the job done, because a lot of times I can overthink, and I don't know, it's just weird to say, but don't overthink. And that's also a good advice if ever you guys want to do something in life. Just do it. As much as that sounds silly and it sounds ridiculous, just do it. Like start it, and then you'll learn as you go. We have another question here from Emil. He says, congratulations on your success. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that a lot. Which video of all the videos you've made this far is your current favorite? Now that's a good question, actually. I'd say one of my favorite videos is definitely, I would have two right now at this time and point. There would be two. There's a vlog that I did. It's what I spent as a 24-year-old living in Montreal. I really like that vlog, not only because I spent the whole week working on it and I just spent a lot of time building the video, but I do think that it's a good video, and it just represents a little bit of where I'm at in the content creation of my channel. It just represents a little bit of evolvement and just evolution. And I'd say basically any vlog that I've done, like day in the lives, I really like those. They're really fun to do, and you guys really enjoy them. I really enjoyed the one with the S24 Ultra. Put a lot of work into that one, and it's one of my favorites, but I like that one a lot. So that would be those two: what I spend in a week as a 24-year-old and the day in the life with the S24 Ultra. All right, so moving onwards, we have a few more questions. I think this video has been going on for too long now, but Kyle334 asked, what do you do when you have a creative block? How do you find your way back to work? It's a good question, actually. I kind of answered that a little bit earlier, but if I have a creative block, a lot of the times before, what I would do is that I'd get upset and I would start feeling like I you know, I would kind of overthink, and I'd be in this situation where I'd be like, okay, well, the channel is going to, I'm just never gonna get this video done. It's never gonna happen. Or if I'm running out of ideas, or if I'm just in a situation where I kind of don't know where to do or what video to upload, before I would stress and I would just think to myself like, oh, I'm cooked. There's just nothing I can do. And if I'm ever in that situation, a lot of the times what I do is I have either two methods of going about it. So I'll either take a break. I'll literally just close my program. I'll save the file, close the program, and just probably won't touch it for the whole day, maybe even the next day, and just let it sit, let it rest. I'll just take my mind away from it and then come back at it some other time. And usually that helps me. I've noticed that definitely helps me, instead of just stressing about it for like 4 days and just sitting in front of the screen and not knowing what to do. And I'm just like, oh, you know, then just realize that sometimes 1 day, 2 days of break is super beneficial. I come back at it and I just, you know, just ideas start flowing and it's great. Or on the upset of like, sometimes I need to get a video done and I have a deadline, or, you know, a sponsor really wants me to get the video done by X date. I'll get inspiration online. I'll just go watch some videos. And a lot of times it's not even, I'm not even gonna go watch other tech videos. I'll just go watch a bunch of other random videos on YouTube, and I'll just try to draw inspiration from there. And then I kind of just create like a blueprint of like ideas, and then I just use it in my videos. And sometimes that works. I've realized that helps me. Sometimes you need a break. Even if you're in a burnout, take the burnout, take a break. I do that, and it's been helping me a lot in my videos and just in my overall work. So that's some piece of advice that I can give you guys. We have another question here from Marina Lovebug 12. That's a very nice username, but she asks, what would be your dream palisade? I think she meant place. So what would be your dream place to live in? It's a good question. I don't know. I really want to visit Dubai. I don't know if I would live in Dubai. Probably not, but I would like to visit Dubai. I just want to go somewhere and it's just a complete switch. You know, I would really love to visit China. I would really love to visit India. I know you guys watching the videos are from India, so I want to give a shout out to all my Indian folks, but I would love to visit India. And yeah, I've seen a bit of Europe. I was lucky enough to travel to Europe, but I think I would do that. If I had to live somewhere, maybe Dubai. I wouldn't do the typical like LA, all that stuff. That's just not for me, but maybe Dubai. I think I would go with Dubai. You know, I don't have any other better answer, so I'd go with Dubai. We have a question here from Selena. She asks, if you were not doing YouTube videos, what would you be doing? That's a interesting question. I mean, I have been always busy. I've always been active doing multiple things, but YouTube is my dream job, and I'm just really that it's starting to pick up. Still not where I want to be. It's obviously not my full-time job. Like I said, I have a remote job, so I'm still like alternating things, but I hopefully, God willing, that at some point I can focus on this full-time and just make videos for a living. That would be fantastic. If I wasn't doing YouTube, if I wasn't doing any of this stuff, I'd probably be working with cars. I love cars. I just love everything that has to do with cars. I'd probably be like a car designer, or I would probably be, I don't know, maybe like a mechanic. I'm not sure, but I love cars, so maybe that. Maybe. We have a question here from Matt Dog Lover 99. These usernames are just, was there a time where you felt like quitting YouTube? Maybe there was a few times. There was a time I definitely did quit YouTube, in a sense. Like I said earlier, 2021 was a really rough patch, and I just stopped everything. Just no more videos. The channel was dead for like a year and a half, and I didn't post anything. So there was definitely times where it was just not that easy. But now, definitely, I would have to say, I just love what I do. I've realized that I love making videos, so there's just, unless my channel gets shut down and I'm just permanently blocked from all social medias by the freaking YouTube gods and they don't let me upload anymore, then I'd probably quit then. But other than that, like as long as I get to do this and I'm just everything is still standing and all that stuff, I'm just gonna keep making videos because I genuinely love it. If you have passion for something, it just doesn't feel like work and it's amazing. That's just one of the best feelings, not just for me, but I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to that. So find something you love and just do it. You know, it doesn't even matter what's popular, just something you're passionate about. Work really hard, that's so important, and it'll pay off eventually. Even if it doesn't pay off in the way you want it, it'll pay off some other way. I've learned that that's a very good life lesson. If you work hard, it pays off. Maybe not always how you want it, but it does pay off in some shape or form, sooner or later. I'm gonna leave that there. All right, and I think we're gonna get into the last question here because I don't want this thing to be too long. We have Homie Kwan who asks, if you could be any Marvel character, which one would it be and why? Also, love your videos, bro, keep it up. Thank you for that, I appreciate that a lot. But it's a great question. If I could be any Marvel character, who would it be? I mean, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, so maybe Spider-Man, but I think that now growing up, my answer would be a little bit different than that. It would probably be, I think I would be Iron Man. If I could be a Marvel character, I'd say I'd be Iron Man just because he's a genius and he has access to all that stuff. So I'd probably go with Iron Man. Actually, I don't know, it's a very debatable one. I'd probably go Iron Man or Spider-Man. They're my two favorites, and I don't know, there's also some of the more useful ones in all of the Marvel lineup. I know there's a lot of other nice superheroes, but let's be honest, the Iron Man and the Spider-Man movies are just classics. They're iconics. They're like up here when it comes to Marvel in general. I like Deadpool a lot as well, just because he's really funny, but I'd probably say that, Iron Man. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up there for the Q&A. Thank you to everyone who's sent me questions. Thank you to everyone who participated in this. Hopefully I'll do another one soon enough. Maybe whenever I hit, let's say we'll do an update at 25,000 subscribers. So if 25,000 subscribers happens tomorrow, then I'll just do another Q&A super quick. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching another video. Thank you so much for being part of the journey, being part of the channel. If you're watching this and you're a first timer and you haven't subscribed, go ahead, consider subscribing, join the community. It's gonna be really nice to have you guys around for future videos. Now with all that being said, I hope I answered those questions relatively as best as possible. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and I wish you the best of luck in everything you do, and I'll see you on the next one. Deuces. Bro, that Q&A made me so thirsty. Yikes.